Am I the asshole for choosing my best friend as my best man instead of my stepbrother? I'm a 24-year-old male, getting married to my fiance, 28, female, in 2 weeks. My stepbrother Pete is a 25-year-old male. He's mad at me because I chose my best friend Charles as my best man. Honestly, choosing Charles was a no-brainer because Pete and I aren't close. Yeah, we're stepbrothers, but we never lived together. I used to live with my mom, and he lives with my dad and my stepmom. We didn't go to school together. We only hung out when I visited my dad, and even then, the times when he came out of his room when I was over were few and far between. Even in the last 6 months, I can count on one hand the number of times I've talked to Pete, whereas I've talked to Charles pretty much every day in the last 6 months. I used to invite Pete to do things with me and call to chat so we could have like a brotherly relationship, but he never accepted any of my invitations or answered any of my calls, so I gave up trying. He's made it clear to me that he doesn't want much to do with me. On the other hand, Charles and I are really close. Charles and I have known each other for 11 years, and we used to hang out pretty much every day. He chose me as his best man for his wedding. He's like an older brother to me. I've gone to him for advice, and I've been there for him when he needs me. If I'm being completely honest, I see Charles as the older brother, while I don't see Pete as a brother at all, or even a stepbrother, just the son of a woman my dad married. Nothing against Pete. He seems like a decent guy, and was, and still is, invited to the wedding. He just isn't in the wedding party because he's basically a stranger. Anyway, the whole reason I made this post is because I got a text from Pete earlier today. He found out I chose Charles as my best man, and he was hurt that I didn't choose him. And then he demanded that I make him best man. I apologized and said I was sticking with Charles, and he messaged back saying he wasn't coming if he wasn't. And he messaged back saying he wasn't coming if he wasn't my best man. I apologized and said I was sticking with Charles. Around half an hour after that, I got a call from my stepmom. She went off on me for not choosing Pete as my best man. She said I should have chosen him because we're brothers. She ended her rant by saying she wasn't coming if Pete wasn't going to be my best man, then hung up. Shortly after that, I got a text from my dad saying I should just make Pete my best man to keep the peace. Now there's this little voice in the back of my head that's wondering if I should just make Pete my best man. Am I the asshole for choosing my best friend instead of my stepbrother? This is just so dumb to me.